All right, we are doing a very casual video today. I'm just pulling up my notes. My daughter, Georgia, I don't know why I said it like that. Georgia is down for a nap, so I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. We are tackling a very common topic that I'm asked about, which is how do I improve my range? So, top 5 today is 5 ways to improve your range. Number 1, I'm going to reiterate this, the 5 minutes a day rule. I live by the 5 minutes a day rule. It's extremely beneficial. Do 5 minutes of vocal exercises a day. I always talk about Steve Bowersock's just do 5 minutes 3 to 4 times a week. You'll be really surprised at how your voice gets into shape and how naturally you will improve your range. Number 2, work out your jaw using a wine cork. You have to work out your jaw. You need to get that jaw down. Soft corners, long jaw, tongue down at the base of the teeth. The reason why you want to do this is because you open up the throat. When you open up the throat and it's elongated, the vocal cords can stretch, which is the only way you can sing higher. Most of the time people ask about improving their range. They're rarely talking about the low end. They always want to improve the high end. Everyone thinks that singing high is like the bee's knees, the end all be all, but don't neglect your lower register. You also need an open throat for the lower register. I talk about this a lot in my lessons. I have a lot of students use the wine cork because a lot of people think that they're opening their mouth and dropping their jaw enough, and they're simply not. This is not dropping your jaw enough. That's not an open mouth. That's an open mouth. That's how you create big sound. That's how you create big sound with no strain. Lots of volume, higher notes, but no strain. You need that jaw down and you need the tongue flat. You need the throat open. I'm gonna show you. Ah. Again, soft corners. Ah, soft corners, okay? Do not allow your chin to lift. I could go into this, I could really go in. Number 3, number tres, stand up when you practice. Stand up when you sing. I hated it when I was younger, but my mother, who was my first vocal coach, she was very adamant about me standing up and having good posture when I rehearsed. You get your power from the floor, so don't forget to stand up when you practice. It's better alignment. You ground yourself when you stand and you bring your power from the floor. And I like to stick all of my tension in my legs. I need my diaphragm really engaged. I'm aligned this way, so I'm nice and relaxed and I send my sound forward. So if you're not standing up, you're gonna lose some of these elements when you're rehearsing, especially when you're trying to improve your range. If you want to sing high, it is not easy to practice new high notes when you're sitting down because you're most likely going to be collapsed. Number 4, focus on your placement when you sing. I talk about this so much, I'm like a broken record. Sing from your mask. Everything should be sung from your mask. If you're not using your mask, your sinus cavities to help you produce sound, you are most likely going to strain when you're trying to add volume, when you're trying to sing higher, when you're trying to make it sound a bit more thick. You know, we want that thickness, okay? You can't get that if you're not using your natural built-in echoey shower. Okay, I talk about this a lot with my students. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to go in on the vocal mask for a top 5 or maybe even a lengthy video. I could talk about the vocal mask for ever. Number 5, open the throat. You need an open throat when you sing high, when you sing low as well. If you have too much closure in the throat area, the vocal cords simply do not have space to stretch. They're like a rubber band, okay? And when you're singing low, you know how you can feel that tightness around the vocal cords? If you practice opening up your throat by thinking of a yawn, you kind of release the space around the vocal cords so that they can shorten and sing lower more comfortably. Also, if you don't have an open throat, you're going to strain when you sing high because you have too much tightness around the vocal cords, like you're strangling your own vocal cords. So when they're taut and you're trying to sing high, they will stop stretching if there's too much tension around the vocal cords. So you're never going to improve your range if you don't first learn how to open the throat. It's really simple. Constantly remind yourself of a yawn. Now practice yawning right now. What happens in the back of the throat? It opens and it feels so good. A lot of times in my lessons I talk about think of a yawn, because the throat will respond to that indicator. A way to safely practice is to think of that yawn and open up the throat. Also, don't forget about the other 4 steps that I've given you. If you implement all 5 of these things while you're working on your higher scales, while you're working on the higher notes in a new song or something new that's a little bit out of your comfort zone, if you practice these 5 things, you will hear a remarkable difference. You will feel a remarkable difference because you'll be more open, you'll be more elongated, you'll be more relaxed. And the whole point of this in improving your range is to teach yourself, is to train yourself for your vocal cords to be able to stretch and be really long or shorten with no tension around them, so there's no strain, no vocal injury. Boom. And of course, I had to give y'all a bonus. Bonus time, it's bonus time. Hey, bonus time. Learn how to buzz, or what a lot of people call bubbles. You should be able to buzz your entire range. You should be able to buzz an entire song. If your buzz has gaps, that means that you have strain, you have tension around those notes, and you need to get rid of it. So go through the 5 steps, make sure you're applying all 5 of those, and learn how to buzz your entire range. Buzzing is a great way to warm up with no tension. It's nearly impossible to strain while you're buzzing because your buzz will stop. You need relaxation to buzz. You need relaxation in your jaw, in your lips, in your face. There should be no tension. If there is a vocal coach out there that's telling you to screw up your face to sing a note, of course, if you want to be like dramatic in a performance, you may be like, ah, yeah. That's different, but you should never have to screw up your face to hit a note. If that's the only way you can get there, there's tension. There's tension. There's tension, I'm gonna say it again, there's tension. Learn how to buzz, practice it, walk around your house, buzz entire songs when you're in the car. Practice, practice, practice. Buzzing is kind of like a whistle. Not everyone can just learn how to whistle really quick. Some people have to continue to practice. A way to practice your buzz is to put a finger on your top lip and place the sound out of this top lip, out of the top teeth. Whew. This top 5 video had a lot of stuff in it. I could actually go in depth about each of these 5 points plus the bonus. That's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this top 5. I hope you learned loads. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to expand on any of these things. I did not always have a low end to my voice. I've always had a very powerful higher range, but my mid was very weak, basically had the most insignificant lower range. Now I have a very well-rounded mid-range and a very, very good low end. So that was all through these tips and tricks and through practicing and the things that I'm telling you right now. So it's not empty information, it's very valuable. I would not take time out of my day to give y'all bull crap information and things that aren't practical and things that just simply won't work. I'm all about practicality and seeing a real responsive growth in your vocal. Go check out my website. I'm offering performance review. I'm offering vowel manipulation. I don't have too many spaces open right now for new clients for one-on-one vocal coaching sessions, but my performance reviews are kind of like that. They're just on my own time, so we don't have like a booking. You just submit a song and I basically critique it and give you loads of helpful ways and practical ways for you to improve the song. So check that out. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Not sure what for, to stick it to you and hurt you more. On a